has been unanimously elected as the District Governor for the Rotary year 2027 and 28. This is a testament to your leadership, dedication and commitment to the Rotary ideal. On behalf of RI District 3181 and as the District Governor for 2024-25, I extend my heartiest congratulations to you. I am confident that your tenure will inspire and strengthen the Rotary mission across the district. Wishing you all the very best as you prepare to take on this prestigious role and continue to do the great work for the making difference in the people's lives. Warm regards, Vikram Datta, District Governor 2024-25, RI District 3181. Congratulations, SHC Somashekar, being elected as a District Governor for the year 2027 and 28.
May we now request the District Governor, Rotarian Vikram Datta, to honor Rotarian DGND Yashasvi with a shawl and a warm embrace. There it is.
Congratulations to the newly elected District Governor nominee designate, Rotarian Yashasvi Somashekar. Chairman of the conference, Rotarian K.R. Shetty, will now welcome the gathering.
ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಸಮಾವೇಶದ ಸಭಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಕೆ ರವೀಂದ್ರ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಉಳಿದೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ಈಗ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಟರಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ 3181ರ ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ದತ್ತರ ಈ ಅವಧಿಯ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ವೈಭವದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದಂತಹ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿದೆ. ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ನವ ವೈಭವದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ನಾಡಿದ್ದು 3 ದಿವಸ ನಡೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೋಟರಿ ನಮ್ಮ PDG ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿ ನಾಯಕರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾಮರಾಜನಗರ, ಮಡಿಕೇರಿ, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಸೂರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಾ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಣ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಳೆ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಾ, ಈ ಒಂದು ನವ ವೈಭವ ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿ ಥೀಮಿನ ಹಾಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೋಟರಿ, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಆಗುವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಸಹಕಾರದಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ, ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಬಯಸುತ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನೆರೆದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಟರಿ ಬಂಧುಗಳನ್ನು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
That note of welcome certainly brings a good cheer to our proceedings, ladies and gentlemen. We are all aware that in this gathering of ours, there are some very special people, all men of action, good men and women who make a difference to the world. May I now request our District Governor, Rotarian Vikram Datta, to welcome the dignitaries in this gathering. Sri Bharat Pandya,
PDG GK,
GK is with us. It's a very great honor for us as well. Rotarian Balakrishna,
Colonel Bandari,
who is also a district councillor.
Dr. R. Balasubramaniam, Member HR, Capacity Building Commission, Government of India. Welcome you, sir.
PDG Rotarian Krishna Shetty, the district mentor
And advisor.
and advisor.
PDG Dr. Bhaskar. Warm welcome to you, sir. District Learning Facilitator, PDG Rangnath Bhatt. Warm welcome to you, sir. IPDG HR Keshav. Warm welcome to you, sir.
PDG Prakash Karans,
Friends Chief Advisor, PDG Prakash Karu. Welcome to you, sir.
advisor to the district governor, Rotarian Shekhar Shetty. Friends, you will agree with me that this is Rotarian Vikram Datta's way of reaching out to people.
District Governor-elect Ram Krishna PK. Welcome to you, sir.
He joined Rotary as a charter member of Rotary Club of Borivali in 1989 and was the president of the club in 1993-1994. He was the governor of District 3140 in 2006-2007. During his year as governor, District 3140 contributed over $2 million to the Rotary Foundation, and for the first time in the history of TRF, an Indian district, District 3140, became the #1 district in TRF contributions in the entire Rotary world in 2006-2007. He has served Rotary as Regional RI Membership Coordinator, Rotary International Training Leader twice in 2009 and 2010, the Gets Chair twice, member of India National Polio Plus Committee 2011 to 2015, which has caught the imagination of Rotarians. Dr. Bharat and Dr. Madhvi are committed to the Rotary Foundation and are Level 3 major donors. He has been conferred the Citation of Meritorious Service and the Distinguished Service Award by the Rotary Foundation and Rotary's highest awards.
Host Club President Soumya Shetty to escort our esteemed guests, TRF Trustee Vice Chair, Rotarian Dr. Bharat Pandya, RIPR, PDG Balamurthy and Rotarian Roma, Dr. R. Balasubramaniam, Member HR, Capacity Building Commission, Government of India to join
May I also request the secretary of the host club, the Rotary Club of Derlakate, Rotarian Dr. Anita Ravishankar, to lead our other guests onto the dais, RIPR, PDG, Balamurthy, and Rotarian Roma.
Dr. R. Balasubramaniam also to the dais.
District Chief Advisor and Mentor PDG Krishna Shetty.
District Learning Facilitator PDG Rangnath Bhatt.
District Councillor PDG Dr. B. Devdas Rai.
Advisor Training Event PDG Dr. Nagarjun.
Advisor Events PDG Rotarian Ravindra Bhattayar.
Advisor to DG B. Shekhar Shetty.
Immediate past district.
Zone 1, Assistant Governor Sharat Shetty and Mamta Shetty. Zone 2, Vishwanath Shetty and Swati Shetty.
Zone 3 Rotarian Ashok Kumar Ujjodi and Lata Ashok.
Zone 2, Assistant Governor Krishna Hegde and Pramila Hegde.
Dr. Ranjan Arku and Pratibha Rao.
Zone 4, Assistant Governor Mohan Vadavu and Vaibhav Vadavu.
Rotarian Jairam Rai and Abhijna Rao.
Zone 4, Assistant Governor Dr. Murali Krishna and Dr. Rashmi.
Zone 5 Dr. Harsha Kumar Rai and Kritika Rai.
Zone 5, Assistant Governor Vinay Kumar.
Zone 5 Rotarian Suryanatha Alva and Shashikala Alva.
Assistant Governor Zone 6, Anand Shetty and Usha Anand.
Zone 6 Ananda Shetty and Usha Anand. Kiran D and Yashoda. DR Hari Shetty and Arati Shetty.
Zone 7, Chetan Vishwanath and Navya Chetan.
Dr. K. A. Prahlad and Prabha.
Zone 8, Assistant Governor Keshav Prakash and Jyoti Prakash.
From Zone 8 again, Assistant Governor Rajiv M. and Sarita Rajiv.
Zone 9, Assistant Governor Girish J and Rasikala.
From Zone 9, Girish Yadi and Rashikala, Manakchand and Indra.
Let us embrace this cherished tradition of lighting of the lamp that symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and the illumination of knowledge by marking the beginning of our journey together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the lamp of happiness. This is the lamp of prosperity.
Let us cherish this moment by capturing it in a frame. It's a remarkable occasion.
Wisdom, nature, nurture, love, wonder, diversity, culture, harmony, inclusion, equity, everything that Rotary stands for. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the lamp of Rotary. Frozen in time, this very special moment which captures the grace and goodwill of this moment, which captures the power and wonder of this moment, this fantastic moment in time, this great moment that characterizes the calendar of our personal lives and our lives as professionals this year. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. What a stellar moment, what a glorious moment. The Rotary moment, ladies and gentlemen. All good men, all men of action, all making a difference to the world. National Director, Rotarian Bharat Pandya.
Good evening. Good evening. It's a great pleasure for me to declare this district conference of District 3181, Nava Vaibhava, open. And let me tell you, friends, that I have with me here this wonderful couple, District Governor Vikram Datta and his gracious partner Lata Vikram Datta, friends. Please wait. As a trustee of zones 4, 5, 6 and 7, I interact with 44 districts and 44 district governors. And I can tell all of you that all of you can be very proud that you have this really outstanding person leading your district in the year 24-25. Please wait, friends. He is committed, he is dedicated, he is knowledgeable, and most importantly, you will agree that he is a down-to-earth and humble person, friends. So I am asking all of you, please hear me out, friends. I am asking all of you not to congratulate him, because he is only halfway through his term. But I am asking all of you to extend our good wishes that we are going to support him so that he has a wonderful year in the year 24-25. Let's give this wonderful couple a big round of applause. People who are acting as sutradhars for this program, let's have for the Master of Ceremonies a round of applause for the way that they are conducting this program. District Governor Vikram Datta, his partner Lata, President's representative, past District Governor Balamurthy and his gracious partner Roma. And Bala and Roma, may I request you to please rise. Let me tell you, friend, please wait, friend, please wait. Let me tell you that I have known Bala for last couple of years, and all of you are very, very lucky that Stephanie has chosen a person, a knowledgeable person, a very, very committed person who is seeped in the Rotary, who is a great supporter of the Rotary Foundation. This wonderful couple is going to represent Stephanie in the best possible manner. Let's welcome them with a round of applause, friends. Galaxy of past district governors, I am not going to name all of them, please forgive me. From the senior most GK, I think you are the senior most here? Senior most to the immediate past district governor, Keshav, where are you? Don't run away so fast. Last year in the year 23-24, I think all of you will agree with me that under the leadership of past Governor H.R. Keshav, District 3181 did wonderfully well in all avenues of service, but especially Rotary Foundation collecting nearly 311, 315, whatever, I mean, it was more than $310,000. $315,000. Will you please raise $350,000? Let's give Keshav a round of applause for the good work that he has done in the last year, friends. Incoming governors Ramki, Satish, and where is the newly minted Somashekaram? Will you please rise? Let's welcome him as a leader of District 3181 for the year 27-28. Let's give a round of applause to all our incoming leaders, friends. Nava Vaibhav, thank you. Please sit down. New glory. I think we must remember that the glory of welcome our special guest here today, Dr. Balasubramaniam. Please rise, sir. Let's welcome Dr. Balasubramaniam, who is playing a very important role in shaping and taking our country forward. I think a bigger round of applause for Dr. Balasubramaniam. And I am reminded of the words of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi always used to say, there is enough in this world for everyone's need, but there is not enough in this world for one man's greed. And only if everyone shares and cares, everyone can have enough. These words perfectly capture the spirit of Rotary, the spirit of caring, the spirit of sharing, the spirit of reaching out with a helping hand. And if I have to describe Rotary in two words, Ranga, the words I always used to describe Rotary, and I hope you remember that, is Rotary is hope and opportunity. Hope and opportunity. Hope that the parents of a newborn child have, that Rotarians will come and put 2 drops of polio vaccine in the mouth of the child, so that that child is saved from the dreaded poliomyelitis, and that child can grow and walk and run and dance and jump and play like other normal children. Hope that a school dropout has, that that school dropout young boy or girl will not become a social outcast, but Rotarians will come and do some vocational training or skill development program so that that boy or girl can stand on his or her own feet and not only support himself or herself but their family. Hope that the village has, that village is getting water only once or twice a week, that Rotarians will come and put a bore well or put a overhead tank so that the problems of the village of water will be solved. Hope that these parents of a blue baby have, and that baby is blue because that baby has a hole in the heart, and the parents are worried whether that baby is going to live or that baby is going to die, friends. An opportunity that you and I have as Rotarians, friends, to fulfill that hope of the parents, that young boy or girl, that village, hope of the community, to make our community and our world a better place to live in. And I tell you that today's world, today's India is definitely better than yesterday's India. And I am not talking anything politically. According to the World Bank, in 1981, Mala, 45% of the world's population was living below the poverty line. In 2021, that percentage has come down to under 10%. I am talking about the world. So the world is a better place. But let's talk about India. 1991 census shows that 50% of Indians were living below the poverty line. The last census shows that that percent has come down to 20 or 21%, depending on the survey that you believe, friends. India, according to PPP, Purchasing Power Parity, is one of the top 10 wealthiest countries in the whole world, friends. Yes, I think that deserves a round of applause for our country. Before COVID and after COVID, the Indian economy grew faster than even the Chinese economy by 1 percentage point. 1 percentage point seems very small, but sir, in absolute numbers, it's a huge number actually. With Indian economy approaching $4 trillion, $4 trillion, I cannot calculate the number of zeros in trillion, friends. $4 trillion, India is slated to be the 4th largest economy in the entire world. Tremendous progress has been made. And yet, even today, there are 25 crore adult Indians, people above 15 years of age who cannot read, write or do simple maths. There are hundreds and thousands of people who are not only literate, but who do not have access, probably their number runs in lakhs of people, or crores of people, who do not have access to safe water or proper sanitation. You know, there are at least 20% of Indians who are living on less than $2 per day. That is WHO's criteria, friends. That at least you must be minimum having $2 to have a good life. There are 20% Indians who are living less than $2 per day. It translates into 28 crore Indians. 140 crore is the population of India. 28 to 30 crore Indians are living on less than $2 a day. If we take those 28 crore Indians and put them into one country, we call the one country India number 1 and this country India number 2, then India number 2 will be the 3rd largest country in the world after China and India number 1. Out of every 1,000 children born, 45 do not live to see their 5th birthday. Have you heard of the international date line? The international date line is a line. On one side of the international date line is Fiji, and on the other side is American Samoa. Bala, from Fiji, if you look west, you can see yesterday. From Samoa, if you look east, you can see tomorrow. In Rotary and in the world and in India, we are on such a date line. Tremendous achievements in the past, but much more is required to be done, friends. And I tell all of you, friends, that the best way to do that something is through Rotary. You know, when the British used to rule, the seven seas, it was said that the sun never sets on the British Empire. Rotary has no empire. But today you and I can proudly say that the sun never sets on the work of Rotary, because every day, every hour, every minute, every second, some Rotarian is doing that work of Rotary, service about self.
District Governor Vikram Datta, as well as may I invite our past District Governor Rotarian Ranganath Bhatt to join the dignitaries on the dais for this act that comes from all our hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, Rotarian Bharat Pandya. Who rendered the invocation, and we must remember them. May I call upon Naman Shetty, Neha Shetty, and Rishit to kindly come over. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಮನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಭಾರತ್ ಪಾಂಡ್ಯ ಅವರ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸಿ ಹೋಗುವಂತಹದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ. This is our culture of which
30 seconds of silence to offer our deepest Shraddhanjali as the photos of departed Rotarians are displayed on the LED.
Rotarian Arati Rao, Rotarian Nagrajas, Rotarian Arati Rao from Rotary Mysore,
Rotarian Nagraj Urs of RC Mysore Southeast,
Rotarian Girja Shankar T from Rotary Club Sulya,
Rotarian N. Srinivas Kudwa of Rotary Club of Bantwal,
Rotarian Venkateshwara Rao from Rotary Club Mysore Southeast,
Rotarian Dr. B.R. Shamaga of RC Suratkal,
Rotarian Dr. C.R. Kamath from the Rotary Club of Mangalore,
Rotarian Muniswami Gowda of Rotary Club of Vijayanagar,
fondly remembered by all of us Rotarians here at Nava Vaibhav 2425.
And my family of Rotary, we say that we are not interested in recognitions, but recognitions are those things which will really make you work, make you achieve. Because in Rotary, it is not like your business. In Rotary, what you get is the satisfaction. Today, we have to honor those who have done a lot of things, good things. And first, I would like to talk about SK Sanjay. Please come with your partner.
For his outstanding contributions, he is a multiple Paul Harris Fellow, recipient of the 4 Avenues of Service citation, and the prestigious Kentucky Colonel titled by the Governor of Kentucky, USA. He has attended international conventions, including the
Friends, let me read this citation. The Rotary Foundation, citation for meritorious service. The trustees of the Rotary Foundation hereby bestow the citation for meritorious service on SK Sanjay in recognition of outstanding service to the Rotary Foundation. Signed, Mark Daniel Mahoney, 2425, Trustee Chair of the Rotary Foundation. Friends, this is the second highest award that the Rotary Foundation bestows on any Rotarian. Let's give a round of applause to Sanjay and partner.
Well known in the Rotary Foundation, the entire global grants group which work for our trustees have placed so much of confidence and trust in Sanjay's global grant submission. I am not exaggerating. Every one of his submissions have been approved in a very fast and timely manner. That's the kind of passion and knowledge Sanjay brings. He is not only doing work in District 3181, I have sent preliminary global grant to Sanjay from various districts, not only in India but also in the US. It takes him 2 minutes and he says, I remember more recently, oh, page 2, but page 3 doesn't comply with the foundation. What would have normally taken the team 30, 60 days, he solves that issue in 2 or 3 minutes. That's the
award, and let's hope that we become like him in his way of thinking and his way of service. PG Guru, and I am very, very happy because his name is R Guru, which is Ranga Guru. That is something which is common between us.
ರೋಟರಿ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು 82 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅಧಿಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಸದಸ್ಯನಾಗೂ ಇದ್ದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ವಕೀಲರು ಸಹ. ಆದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ತೃಪ್ತಿ, ಸಂತೋಷ ಬಂದದ್ದು ರೋಟರಿ ಮೂಲಕ. ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದರೆ ರೋಟರಿ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗಿಂತ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ರೋಟ್ರಿನ ಇದನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಕಳೆದಿರುವಂಥ ದಿವಸ ಭಾಳ ಮಧುರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಈ
themselves, first he said hope and opportunity, second he said learn, earn and return. We have got 2 people, one major donor, second level, Ma'am Zubaida and Fakhruddin Kunil. They are Rotarians of the Rotary Club of Mangalore, and he has become a second ever major donor by paying more than $25,000. He is an education. TRS Church Trustee Vice Chair Dr. Bharat Pandya. This is a beautiful crystal given by the Rotary Foundation in recognition of being a second level major donor. Lata, you can pin. President. Mysore. DGND Yashasvi Somshekar, please come on to the dais.
Trainer at the Zone Institute and currently actively chess, blackboards and water-related projects. Passionate about Rotary Fellowships, Bala founded the Yoga and Meditation Fellowship and is a past president of the Rotary Travel and Hosting Fellowship. A life of passion and dedication, Bala and Roma.
Rotarian Dr. Raghunath Rai of the Rotary Club of Nitte, and the honor being taken here, received here by his son, our very own PDG, Dr. V.
This is the honor in Cochin and other places, but last 3-4 days, he is having severe vertigo. Professor is not Dr. Raghunath Rai. Professor G. Raghunath Rai, PHF, was a district secretary thrice in RI District 3180 and president of the Rotary Club of Manipal, president of Rotary Club of Nitte. He continues to serve the Rotary Club of Nitte, RI District 3182 as an active member. He pays his dues, he goes to Asbury. But today, unfortunately, he couldn't be here. I thank all the Rotarians of 3181 for honoring a Rotarian who has been a Rotarian.
Girish Bharadwaj of the Rotary Club of Sulya, fondly known as the Bridge Man of India.
friends in Rotary. Let me confess, ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸುವರ್ಣ ವರ್ಷ 50 ವರ್ಷ ರೋಟರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. I don't know how the name has come. Of course, I am going to reach very shortly. When I reach that shortly, if all of us are alive, including me, let's all celebrate that day as the
exemplified, I must say, Rotarian GK. But certainly the magic of Rotary has become more magical because of people like GK, Rotarian GK, Balakrishna.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is completing 49.63, so it is closer to 50. That's the reason we are honoring GK Balak sir. 49.63, so which is closer to 50.
Yeah, very nice explanation there. But certainly GK, 49 or 50, you're very close to our hearts because
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂತು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಈ ನವ ವೈಭವ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಾಳಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಳೋದದು. ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್. That's not the Rotary good evening. Good evening. Okay, this time we're going to say it so loud so that our Rotary International President Stephanie Urchik, who is right now traveling in Egypt, will also hear that. Well, let's do it. Good evening. Good evening. Let's do a good evening from this side. Good evening. This side. Everybody together. Thank you. Honor, privilege and pleasure to stand before you this evening as the official representative Rotary International President Stephanie Urchik. On behalf of our President Stephanie, I extend warm greetings and sincere appreciation for the incredible work you're all doing in this district. Standing before such a distinguished assembly of dedicated leaders and change makers fills me with immense pride and optimism for the Rotary family. President Stephanie, would I like to be amongst us at your district conference? As you know, it's not practical to be at 530 plus district conferences around our Rotary work. Let us watch President Stephanie's theme message. Now this theme message was rolled out to, at that time, District Governor-elect Vikram Datta and all his colleagues who went to the International Assembly last year. They not only witnessed this firsthand, but also many other things, which is a testimony for DG Vikram Datta's leadership in the first half of this year. Please give Vikram Datta and Srilata a great round of applause.
Good evening, family of Rotary. Thank you to the Irresistibles for making this week a dream come true. The weather outside hasn't cooperated, but the atmosphere inside has been truly magical. Your energy and optimism are inspiring, and I can't wait to see what happens when you combine that energy with the wonderful lessons we've learned this week. At the start of the week, we heard from General Secretary John about how district governors can help create new and different kinds of Rotary clubs. If a local club isn't connecting with the people in the community, changing the club's format or experimenting with a new kind of club might be the next step. This could be your chance to get creative and expand membership through clubs no one else has ever imagined. Yesterday, Trustee Jennifer's interview with Dr. Hamid reminded us that plenty of challenges remain in our fight against polio. Now is not the time to lose momentum, especially when people around the world are counting on us to see this fight through. Later this month, when I visit women working to deliver polio vaccines in Pakistan, I can tell them with confidence that their family of Rotary supports them wholeheartedly. We heard from President nominee Mario about the importance of innovation, continuity, and partnerships. Mario is right. Balancing both change and continuity is exactly what this moment calls for. And his call to action for Rotary to make more connections and partnerships will help propel us into the future. Finally, President Gordon just reminded us to prioritize each other and our mental health. We're more than a collection of clubs. We're a family, and families look out for each other. Just because we are embracing the magic of Rotary doesn't mean Gordon's message of prioritizing mental health is any less important. If anything, we need to be more committed than ever to looking after each other if we want to create hope in the world. Now it's up to you, District Governors-elect, to take these lessons and spread the magic of Rotary in your districts and communities. You can even start on your way home. Anytime is the time for promoting Rotary. Here's one example. You're sitting on an airplane with a couple of strangers. That's a perfect opportunity to talk about Rotary. Yeah. I can't tell you the number of people I've inspired after a friendly chat on an airplane. As I said on our first day here, anyone who has the heart and the hands for service belongs in Rotary. The people you meet during your travels might not look or act like what you think of as a typical Rotary member. And if that's the case, it's even more important that you try to connect with them. Ask them about themselves and what they care about. I bet you'll find that you have a lot in common. It's part of a culture of reaching out to people outside of your usual circle. And if you
achieve extraordinary outcomes, as we gather here at this remarkable District 3181 District Conference, we are united by a shared passion for service, for making a difference in our community, and for contributing to a better, more connected world. Today is a celebration of who we are, what we do, and what we can achieve together. It is a day to reflect on our journey, to renew our commitment, and to inspire one another as we look ahead to the future. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to each of you for the service you provided and continue to provide an example you set for others. You are truly the heart of Rotary. On behalf of President Stephanie Erchik and the entire Rotary International leadership, thank you for your unwavering commitment to service and for your dedication to creating positive change. As we embark on this district conference, let's be reminded of why we are here, to connect, to inspire, and to chart a path forward.
Together, we are unstoppable and irresistible. Together, we are Rotary. Now, please join me in saying, we can. Let's hear it loudly. We can. We must. We will. Okay, let's do it one more time. We can. We must. We will. One last time. We can, we must, we will. Thank you, and Roma and I look forward to the discussions, the ideas, and the action that will unfold during this conference. Enjoy the great discussion.
Very gladly will be with us on all the 3 days of the conference. It is now time to move forward into the next session.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have an esteemed keynote speaker with us today. Let's take a moment to watch the audio-visual introduction of our esteemed speaker, Dr. Balasubramaniam, member
Dr.
in charge.
Balasubramaniam, founder of the Swami Vivekananda Youth Movement, SVYM, at age 19, has dedicated over 28 years to improving health, education, and community development for tribal and rural populations in Karnataka. SVYM's grassroots efforts have transformed the lives of thousands. He also established GRAM, Grassroots Research and Advocacy Movement, to drive evidence-based public policy. A physician with an MPhil from BITS Pilani and a master's in public administration from Harvard University, Dr. Balasubramaniam is a leadership trainer and global speaker. He has lectured at institutions like Cornell University, IIT Delhi, and the University of Mysore, where he leads the Vivekananda Chair. His books, including I, The Citizen and Leadership Lessons for Daily Living, are globally acclaimed. As a member of India's Capacity Building Commission, Dr. Balasubramaniam helps prepare government employees with frameworks inspired by the Bhagavad Gita. He also chairs SABI's Social Stock Exchange Advisory Committee and contributes to the 4th Sector Council. His latest book, Power Within, The Leadership Legacy of Narendra Modi, reflects his proximity to India's leadership. Dr. Balasubramaniam's contributions have earned him numerous awards, including the Swasthya Sev Ratna 2014, Vivekananda Award for Human Excellence 2014, and Pride of India Award 2011. Notable talks include Governance and Democracy in Berlin 2019 and Vivekananda's Vision for India in Mangalore 2012. Through his visionary leadership and commitment to service, Dr. Balasubramaniam continues to inspire and drive meaningful change locally and globally.
It is now time for our esteemed keynote speaker to address the audience. Please give a round of applause.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇದು ಚಾಟ್ GPT ಯುಗ. ಸೊ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಸಂದೇಹ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ತಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸಿದ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕೆ, ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಆಗೋದು ಭಾಷಣ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಕೊಡೋ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಭಾಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾಲ ಸಮಯ ಪ್ರವಾಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ಇರೋದು ಒಂದೇ ಫ್ಲೈಟು, ಇಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಬರುವ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಂದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಜಯ್ ಬರಲೇ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ನೀಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಅವರು ಸ್ವತಃ ಬಂದು ಕರೆದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವುದು ಅಸಭ್ಯ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ರೋಟ್ರಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ನನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ನನಗೆ ಸಂತೋಷ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ದಿನ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಯಾರು ನೀವು ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಗೌರವಿಸಿ ಗುರುತಿಸಿದ್ರು ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಗುರು ಅವರು, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೂ ಗುರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಬಹಳ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಇನ್ನು ಯುವಕನಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ 84ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಗೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಈ ಸಾಹಸ ಸಹಕರಿಸುವಂಥ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಅಥವಾ ಹೃದಯ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯುವಕ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಇವೆಲ್ಲೂ ಭಾಷಣ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಜನವರಿ 12ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಯೂತ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಯಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡು ವಿ ಟ್ರೂಲಿ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್? ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೇಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನನಗೂ ಅದೇ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಹಣ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಧನ ಸಹಾಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಿ ಬೇರೆಯವರ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ಈ ಥರ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಸಹಕಾರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸಂದೇಹವೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ನನಗೆ. ಅಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಗುರು ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಾಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೋಟರಿ, ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಫರ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರೋಟರಿಯನ್ ಬಾಲಮೂರ್ತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, GK ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರಾಮ್ಕಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್. ಸೊ ನೌ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್, ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ spoke the rest. So ಈಗ ಒಂದು ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸಮಯನೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಯ ಮುಗಿದೋಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. It's been a long journey. I mix Kannada and English. I know that Rotary Pandya and others may not know the language of Kannada. So ಅದರಿಂದ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾತಾಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸಾಧಾರಣವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ and why am I separating seva from the service? I will explain a little deeper. ಭಾಳ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ನನಗೆ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದರ ಸಂದೇಶದಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ನನಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳಾದಂಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಬಸವರಾಜಿ
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೈ ಇದೆ.
Yes. We don't hear the urgent cries for help. But that street vendor who just a few minutes earlier refused to give 2 bananas for a commercial transaction, without thinking twice, plucked 2 bananas from her basket, put it in the child's hands and said, "Papu, utamal." And that Papu did not know what to say. In that instant, I recognized a deep connect. What India celebrates as Sahridayata, which is a non-negotiable component of seva. And I distinguish how it is different from mere service. And I could not just hold back. I went to that lady and I was puzzled. You know, for every transaction, you always think there's a management theory behind it. And here was a very puzzling episode for me. I went up to that lady and I can care there. ಅಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ 2 ಬಾಳೆಹಣ್ಣು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಿಸ್ಸಂಕೋಚವಾಗಿ 2 ಬಾಳೆಹಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಗು ಕೇಳಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ಅಳ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆ ತಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಉತ್ತರ, ತಾಯಿಗಿಂತ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ವೇ, ಆ ಮಗು ಅಳ್ತಿದ್ದು ಹಸಿವಿನಿಂದ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನಿಮಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲೇ, ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ನೋಡಿ ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದು ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿಮ್ ಏನೋ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಕಟ್ಟಡ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತಾಗ ಶಿ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮದರ್ ಇಸ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶಿ ದಿಸ್ ಬೇಬಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಈಟನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರ ಅಮ್ಮ ಬಂದಂತೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ರೋಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚಿಂತಿಸೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಮಗುವಿನ ಹಸಿವಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಬಹುದೇ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಬದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈತ ಇವಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ರದಲ್ಲೇ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಠ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಅಂದೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಅಂದರೆ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರಮಹಂಸರ ತತ್ವವನ್ನು ಜೀವಿಸುವಂಥ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣರ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದರೂ ಕೂಡ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣರ ಆದರ್ಶ ಶಿವಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಜೀವ ಸೇವಾ ಪರಿಚಯ. So institutions in the world which work in several countries at the same time, unified not by the politics of the situation, by the understanding of humanism in general. And I can say I cannot think of any other organization except Rotary International. Have you sold your soul? Now you are with the government. But I can tell you, I consider it a unique privilege. Having worked at the micro levels, I think working at the national government today is much more than a privilege, it's an honor. And let me explain how the learnings that I have from Rotary help me guide that. We have something called the Mission Karma Yogi. And the mandate of the Mission Karma Yogi, you have 1.2 million people world over. We have 2 million civil servants just in the national government alone. If you include all the civil servants in the public sector banks, public sector undertakings, the railways, the central armed police, everybody put together. And not to be satisfied with that, the Honorable Prime Minister one day told us, now you've got to work with states which are billing. And when we looked at the numbers, they're just under 2 million more adding all the states together. So overnight, we are expected to work with 4 million civil servants and bring in them this phenomenal change from service to seva. What we are expected to do is shift the attitude from behaving and thinking like a karmachari, a public servant who's designed to serve and trained to serve, but to operate with the mindset of a karma yogi, somebody who gives his very best to the nation with no expectation of anything in return. And that, my friends, is a major ask for anybody. But Mission Karma Yogi's mandate is that, and we are shaping that mandate. And what are the lessons I learned? I looked around, apart from messages of the Bhagavad Gita, several of Upanishads and institutions that Swami Vivekananda and his philosophy has nurtured, including the Ramakrishna Mission. The Rotary International is also one of the institutions I asked myself, how can they sustain for 100 years? Somebody called Paul Harris had a dream, but how does a dream grow? How does a dream sustain? How is a dream structured and organized? Why would somebody sitting in Mangalore contribute $53,000 to some fund out there? And how do you convince our Indians to pay rightfully their taxes? How do you nudge? How do you get this spirit inside everybody? And it struck me that you have a pledge that you've given. Whether it's a pledge of fighting polio or a pledge of creating magic, the different ways you see. And I realized something else. Amongst the mandates you have taken for yourself is something very powerful. How many of you here in this audience have heard the word, the Delhi Declaration? I don't see any hands. Do I presume you're too lazy or you're not wanting to lift, or you don't know? Only Rotary Bala lifted his hand. The Delhi Declaration is a unique global success of the Prime Minister and the Government of India. When the G20 met in Bali, they couldn't even agree on a declaration. The same countries, the wars continued. When they came to Delhi, they agreed, and the declaration talks of the world living for the poor peace. People, and you work so much with people too, the planet, and prosperity, and finally peace. And it's surprisingly found that every activity Rotary International does is actually deliver on these 4 P's. So it's time that you proudly say, we are not just serving, we are trying to live the delivery of the Delhi Declaration, the 4 P's, in your own ways. ಅದರ ಸಾರಾಂಶವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ನಾವು ಕಲಿಯಲೇಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಕರ್ಮಯೋಗ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೇವಲ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಸಂದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಂದು, ಅದು ದೈನಿಕವಾಗಿ ಜೀವಿಸುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಅದು ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಧನೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ, ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಯವನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. Why 1.5 million youngsters take up our civil service examinations, the toughest exam anywhere in the world? Hardly 600 to 700 qualify per year. The conversion rate is so low that if you can knock it off, you are extraordinary. Yes, we have the occasional lady like what we saw in Maharashtra. But what we don't see are the hundreds of highly qualified graduates coming from our IITs, NITs and IIMs and national law schools who opt to be a public servant. They could have opted to choose careers outside or within India for very high salaries. The entry level salary is a few thousands that they get. Why do they choose to serve? ಯಾಕೆ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ? ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಶ್ರಮ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಳೆದ 3.5 ವರ್ಷಗಳಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸವಲತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ರಿಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಆದರೂ ಸಹ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶ್ರಮಿಸಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇವನ್ ದೋ ವಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ ಹಾನರಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್, change is not easy. It doesn't happen just overnight. Every single person across the country has to believe in it passionately and change. That is why I admire you. How do you create this passion? How do you sustain it? How do you promote it? I would love to sit in your JIT seminars and understand how do you even train your governors how to speak so well. There's a huge lesson for us to learn, and I would love to learn how it's done. The how of it is what is the magic, not what you do. And for us, we say Swadhyay, understand yourself. And understanding oneself is not enough, because the call given by the Prime Minister is, we need a team India to build a new India. Samaj Sarkar or Bazaar साथ में काम करना चाहिए अंतरವರು. ಹೇಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವುದು? ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಳಾದವರು ದುಡ್ಡು ಹೊಡೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದವರೇ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. We think everybody who makes a profit is a criminal. That's wrong. Everybody is contributing to the progress of this nation. How do you get that spirit in everybody? The policy maker to the corporate man. How do you get civil society to understand, as much as I need to question the government and hold them accountable, which I was doing, it's as important as to contribute and empower communities to play their role in building the nation too. It is not just standing like this, looking for every guarantee we can get from the state as its welfare dole, but standing like this and saying, what can I give back to this great nation of ours? It's not easy. So Sahakaryata is a skill. Collaborative skills are so essential today. Even in a small operating room, no doctor can work alone. If he has to succeed, he needs a team. And if we have to build this nation to make it a great country again, we need teams, and teams like Rotary Club.
ಕೇಳಿ ಆಲಿಸಿ ಧನ್ಯರಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
What we think is development or social industry. So, ಎರಡನೇದು ಅದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹೆಲ್ತ್, ಸೊ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಟ್ರೈಬಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡನೇದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ವೆರಿ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡೈಸ್ಡು, ವೆರಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ರೀ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ವೆರಿ ನಾಮಿನಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಆರಾಮಿ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಬದಿಗೊತ್ತಿ ಸಮಾಜ ಸೇವಾ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಂತ ಊರಾದ ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ತಾವು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಯೂತ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಗುರುತಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. ಸರಿಸುಮಾರು 6 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ತಾವು ಮೈಸೂರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಸರಗೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿವಾಸಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಗುಡ್ಡಗಾಡು ಜನಾಂಗದವರನ್ನು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಹಿನಿಗೆ ತರುವಲ್ಲಿ ಪಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಶ್ರಮ ಪ್ರಶಂಸನೀಯ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಇಳಿ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಯೂತ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ
ಮುಂದೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಮೇಶಾನಂದ ಸೋಮಯಾಜಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದು ಚೀಫ್ ಮೇಟ್ರನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿ ಹಸ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಬೈ ಟು ಅಸ್. Rotarian K. Ravindra Shetty and Rotarian Soumya R. Shetty. Dinesh Baliga ಅವರು ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಶಿವಾನಿ ಬಾಳಿಗ ಅವರು ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಮ್ ಪೇಟ್ರಮ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಹಾಗೂ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸ್ನಾ ಅವರು K. Ramakrishna.
We invite Rotarian Ilyas scientist, gold patron to the dais.
ಬಹಳ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಫುಲ್ ಆದ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ರೋಟರಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಪುತ್ತೂರು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇವರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಬಹಳ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ಸುರಕ್ಷಾ ಅಂತ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ ಅದರ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಡ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಯೋಜಕತ್ವವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ರೋಟರಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಪುತ್ತೂರು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಒಂದು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕರನ್ನು ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಏನಂದರೆ ದೇ ಆಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎನೇಬಲ್ ದ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಿವನ್ ಬೈ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಐಕರ್ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ. ರೋಟರಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ 3181 ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ಸುರಕ್ಷಾ ಅದರ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಡ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿಯ ಅಂಗವಾಗಿ ಇದೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಅಭಿಯಾನವನ್ನು ರೋಟರಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಪುತ್ತೂರು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. The district governor, Rotarian Vikram Datta. May I request the President, Rotarian Soumya Shetty, to adjourn the meeting.
Meeting adjourned for cultural and fellowship. Thank you.
Incredible Rotary family and guests, you have just witnessed a spectacular inauguration of Rotary District Conference and had the privilege of listening to some truly inspiring speakers. Now, we are delighted to start the cultural program. Please sit back, relax and enjoy the performance. For this cultural program, RIPR PDG Rotarian Balamurthy to the dais. Enchanting cultural evening. A key highlight of our conference, Nava Vaibhav. Nava Vaibhav, which beautifully translates to new splendor, is more than just a theme. It reflects the very essence of Rotary, renewal, inclusivity and unity. This evening is dedicated to celebrating the spirit that binds us all in our shared mission to create the magic in the world. To formally inaugurate this cultural program, I request our esteemed chief guest to beat the drum and officially declare the program open.
Cultural program open. Let us sit back, relax and enjoy the great experience of these cultural artists.
ಕುದ್ರೋಳಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಇತಿಹಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುದ್ರೋಳಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ಅನನ್ಯ. ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ನ ಅತೀಂದ್ರಿತೆಯನ್ನು ಪುನರುಜ್ಜೀವನಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಏಕ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದ ಶೈಲಿಯ ಭ್ರಮೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ವಿಸ್ಮಯಕಾರಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದಿನ ಸಾರಿಗೆ ಸಚಿವರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ರಮನಾಥರಯ್ಯವರನ್ನು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಿ ನಾಪತ್ತೆಯಾಗುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮರುಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಸಚಿವರನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಳದಿಂದ 5 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಮೋತಿ ಮಹಲ್ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಯಿತು. ಜನವರಿ 14, 2001 ಕುದ್ರೋಳಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಪನಂಬೂರಿನ ವಿಶಾಲ ಕಡಲ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಸ್ಮಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಟಿವಿ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿದ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಬ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯ ಅಂತಿಮ ಸುತ್ತನ್ನು ಪ್ರವೇಶಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಖ್ಯಾತಿಯನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 176ರಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಜನರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಫೈನಲ್ಗೆ ತಲುಪಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸೀಸನ್ 7 ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಶೋ ವಿಶೇಷ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡಲು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಥೆರಪಿ ಎಂಬ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಕೈದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕುದ್ರೋಳಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ನ ಮನರಂಜನೆಯ ಅಂಶವು
a magician par excellence and the recipient of prestigious awards like the Illusion Magic Award and the Jilla Rajyotsava Award, the one and only Mr. Kudroli Ganesh. Let's give him a thunderous round of applause as he takes the stage.
Fantastic.
This is great, Ganesh.
Kudroli sir.
Great achievement, outstanding.
Fabulous. Excellent.
Wow.
And I love it. It was very beautiful.
Ganesh is back.
Totally and completely entertaining.
Mangalore ke Kudroli Ganesh.
ಸಚಿವ ಶ್ರೀ ರಮಾನಾಥರಯ್ಯವರನ್ನು ಮಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮಾಂತ್ರಿಕ, ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಂದ ಬಿರುದು ಪಡೆದ ಜಾದೂಗಾರ, ಸ್ಫೋಟಿಸುವ ಪೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಪಾರಾಗಿ ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಎದ್ದು ಬಂದ ಸಾಹಸಿಗ, ದೇಶ ವಿದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 1600ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜಾದೂ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡಿರುವ ಮಾಯಾವಿ, ಭಾರತದ ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮ ಮೆಗಾ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ಭಾರತದ ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮ ಇಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಜಾದೂ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಸೇರಿದಂತೆ 11 ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಜಾದೂ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ವಿಜೇತ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಫೈನಲಿಸ್ಟ್, ಮೆಗಾ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಕುದ್ರೋಳಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಳಗದಿಂದ ವಿಸ್ಮ ಅದ್ಭುತ ವಿನೋದ ಹಾಸ್ಯ ರೋಮಾಂಚ ನಂಬಲ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಜಾದು ಜಾನಪದ ರಂಗಭೂಮಿ ಸಂಗೀತಗಳ ಸಮ್ಮಿಲನದ ಜಗತ್ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧ ಜಾದು ಇದೀಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಸ್ಮ
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡುವಂಥ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಐ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ರೋಟರಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್. ಆ ರೋಟರಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನವ ವೈಭವಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಬನ್ನಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜಾದು, ದ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಜಪಾನ್. ಸಂತೋಷ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಂದ, ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಭಾಳ ಸಂತೋಷ. ನವ ವೈಭವಕ್ಕೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ, ನನ್ನೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ, ಆದರದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಐ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜೆಂಟಲ್ಮೆನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶ್ಡ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಜಾದು ಇಂಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಶೋಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. 25,000 ಜನ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಟಿ ವಿ ಚಾನಲ್ ಹಿಂದಿ. ಒಂದು 25,000 ಜನರದ್ದು ಆಡಿಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು 175 ಜನ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ 48 ಪೀಪಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. 48ರಿಂದ 18 ಜನ ಸೆಮಿಫೈನಲ್ಗೆ, 18ರಿಂದ 6 ಜನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫೈನಲ್ಗೆ. ಆ ಫೈನಲಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ತಂಡವಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಭಾಳ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ಗಳು ನೀವು ಪ್ರಮೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಶಾರುಖ್ ಖಾನ್, ಸೋನಾಲಿ ಬೇಂದ್ರೆ, ಕಿರಣ್ ಖೇರ್, ಧರ್ಮೇಂದ್ರ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ನಿಮಗೂ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ವಾಚ್ ದ ಫಿಲ್ಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್. ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ತಮಾಷೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟವೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೋಡಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಬಿತ್ತು. Anyway, it is nice to see you all, ladies and gentlemen, and let me be very honest in saying that whatever magic, whatever mystery happens on this stage will happen with the quickness and science, that's all. There is no supernatural powers, Mata Mantra, Dhanamati Pavadanta, Denila. It is purely a science. It is equal to any other kinds of art like music, dance, Yakshagana, Bharatanatyam, and all those things. But still, there is a slight, not slight, there is a full chance of danger when I perform magic. Believe me this. It looks easy when you look down from that angle, but just watch the coming horror magic.